A change in an organism and the origin of an organism are two different phenomena, two different things. Darwin made the theory based on the knowledge that people had 150 years ago. The scientists of that age believed that the cell was a simple little lump of a luminous combination of carbon, but nowadays we can see with microscopes billion things inside the cell. Charles Darwin traveled around the planet, observed the plants and the animals, and made the theory based on limited knowledge. I don't think that when you see a new model of Ferrari and an old one, you say the Ferrari evolved by itself. The same for mobile phones, computers, TVs, and so on. The bacterial flagellum is without a doubt a product of many super intelligent designers. Science is observation of facts. Intelligent design is based on the observation of the recent facts. Even if you was not there to observe the creation, doesn't mean that nobody else was. And what about the fossil record? The fossil record is the imprint of vanished species in the Earth's geological formations. All different fishes have their origins based in nothing. The fossil record does not have a transition from one species to another. Most of the species do not arise gradually. They appear suddenly and fully formed. They look the same as they were when they disappeared. There is little or no change during their existence. The record does not have one example of significant change. Darwin said that in the future paleontologists will fill in the gaps of the fossil record. 120 years later of paleontological research, the fossil record will not confirm Darwin. The fossils are missing in all the important places. Geology does not reveal an organic chain. No fish is directly ancestral to the earliest land vertebrates. Genetics, paleontology, sedimentology, all sciences have no evidence to support evolution. Many biological systems are not universal. They exist in some groups of organisms, but not in others. Similarities are often used as arguments for evolution, but the lack of similarities is never accepted as an argument against evolution. Radiocarbon dating method, one of the most reliable methods for dating plants and animals, puts the age of the Earth's atmosphere between 10,000 and 15,000 years. Not the age of the Earth, the age of the atmosphere of the Earth. After 100 years of excavations, nobody found the supposable missing link between an ape and a human. That is, a creature part ape, part human. What about the contradiction between the impossibility of spontaneous generation and the theory of evolution? And what came first, the chicken or the egg? It is true that simpler organisms came first on Earth and that more complex forms followed, but not by chance. Look around you. If you see an ancient temple made from rocks thousands of years ago, you know it was created by ancient people, but the technology to create a simple bacteria is much more complex than a temple of stones. Go to Google and see some animal and plant pictures to realize the beauty of creation. Design becomes a fact. Our DNA is the result of intelligent design. We have been created. The idea of intelligent design comes from what we have learned recently, the last half century. Scientists till 1950 were thinking that the cell was a simple piece of gel. Today, with our recent technologies, we can see billions of cells in a few centimeters of space. We can see many machines and their assembly instructions that Darwin could never even imagine that exist, like the bacterial flagellum. Million machines that have millions of functions, like taking the energy of sunlight and transforming it into usable energy. Life, even in bacteria, is too complex to have occurred by chance. Even if you take a tube and put in it a fluid, so that you will have the right temperature, balance, and the perfect conditions for a cell to live in, and then you put the cell in the tube and poke that cell, even though you will have in the test tube everything needed for construction of a cell, even you have all of this arranged, it is impossible to take a living cell by chance. Darwinism, in all forms, is not a scientific theory, but a hypothesis proven wrong. The more one studies all sciences, the more certain one becomes that evolution is based only on faith. Evolution is a theory to which observations are applied when convenient and ignored when not convenient. The facts do not support the theory of evolution. I know that this is anathema to many people, but you must not reject a theory that you do not like if the scientific evidence supports it. It is like asking Christians to abandon the Bible. The theory is a myth. It is pathetic to have scientists who are trying to prove evolution which no scientist can ever prove. The scientific evidence leads us towards intelligent design, by a lot of intelligent designers, and not an imaginary ghost. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that the humans are bioengineered products of another race, and I am convinced our creators were many and they were not playing at dice. Period. Life was created by great scientists and great artists that work together. Human is their masterpiece. The human brain controls 100 billion nerve cells and generates more electrical impulses in a single day than all of the world's telephones put together. 100,000 different chemical reactions occur in your brain every second. The storage capacity of your brain exceeds 4 terabytes. It can store, recognize, and remember thousands of photos and colors. 7 million brain cells are used each day. The heart of an adult beats 100,000 times every day. The eyes can discriminate 8 million colors and take in the brain more information than the world's largest telescope. Our ears can distinguish hundreds of thousands of sounds. Our nose, 10,000 odors. Our mouth has 10,000 taste buds. 300 million cells die in your human body every minute. Science is observation of facts, questioning theory and experiments. A scientific theory has to be proven in a laboratory. That's what science is all about, experiments in laboratories. Evolution was never proven in a laboratory, and the theory of God was never proven in a laboratory. The theory of atheist intelligent design was proved in a laboratory. Our scientists have machines that synthesize DNA in the press of a button. The mystery of life is demystified. Scientists are working to build a life from scratch, and they plan to create their synthetic organism. Craig Venter cracked the human genome and wants to create the world's first man-made species, a synthetic microbe for supply of biofuel from laboratory-made DNA, a primitive bug. We are becoming as our creators, as gods. We create life in laboratories. Without DNA, there is no self-replication. Without self-replication, there is no natural selection. Without DNA, there are no genetic information. Without DNA, there is no life. The information within a cell is evidence of design on Earth. Human life on Earth was created neither by God nor through a process of evolution. Intergalactic scientists from another planet constructed the DNA scientifically in laboratories. Humanity was created by the Elohim, who are an advanced race of human beings. They are constantly referred to in the Bible. Watch all my videos for evidence. Atheist intelligent design, not divine intelligent design. This is the answer to the question, where did we come from?